Taking a live look outside of our Greenville camera there, switching over to this as well. Good morning. I hope you're doing well on this Sunday. It's the first alert weather day. We thought we'd do this a little differently because maybe a lot of you are out trying to get the day started or just been up for the last couple of hours as well. Thought I'd give you just a quick brief of what we've been seeing so far this morning. Of course, there is no 6 p.m. newscast this evening, so Russell and Amarachi will be with you later on tonight. Here, they'll be streaming their forecast as well. I'm going to actually kind of sit down for a minute. I've been standing all morning over there walking from our green screen over to the weather center at times. All right, I know Charlie, wow, it looked like a little boy sitting like this. Let me maybe raise this up a little bit. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Let me know if you can hear me on Facebook, and we're streaming on YouTube as well. But other than that, we're watching again for this morning that rain showers are starting to move in here, are now starting to getting a little bit not cold enough for any transitioning over to snow or rain, nothing like that though. But overall, most of us again have been fairly quiet. Thankfully, not seeing any major road issues at this time. So here's again your weather update for this morning. They're coming to you at 10 o'clock. Let me know again if you're in the comments, Facebook, give me a heart, thumbs up, something. I know I'm not talking, I've got levels on my end, so that's a good thing. So again, just keep that in mind if you're watching this morning, seeing what's going on. But again, first alert weather day here across the east for that rain and snow mixture, rain wintry mix really, rather than anything we're going to be seeing right now as well. Just to kind of give you some bullet points of what to expect here as we go towards the rest of today. Pretty much noontime, 1 o'clock, we may start to see some of this transition over to a little bit of wintry mix, as we're going to continue to see that as well. Changing over to snow for some of you for I-95 counties, and it's not going to stick a lot. I know a lot of you have maybe had this expectation of a little bit of a rain to snow, winter wonderland out there, and I know a lot of you are probably wondering, well, are we going to ever see any winter weather like actual snow itself? There's still a lot of winter to get there, so we'll have to keep that eye. But again, if you're waking up this morning, you look out the window, you're like, Dustin, where's the snow? Where's the frozen precipitation? Right now, it's still liquid rainfall, but though temperatures have been pretty cold, getting ready to be getting colder rather this afternoon. But again, watching out for a few slick spots out the roads this morning. Radar is just lighting up. It's red. We got some, well, we're red for first alert, but we're also again some downpours moving back there. Look back towards Raleigh there. If you see it on the far left of your screen right there, maybe a little bit of wintry mix trying to start to sneak in outside of Durham there in Durham County. Now, portions of Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and High Point have already seen a little bit of rain and snow change over already, though most of that is not sticking to the ground because it's still pretty warm above freeze. But kind of give you an idea of who has seen what rain over the last 12 hours here. You see a lot of that rainfall over most of the area. Most of that's been the last 6 hours, give or take. Though we have seen rain that began about 3 to 5 o'clock this morning. We did see that rain come about, but there towards Jacksonville, Havelock, some steady showers here in Greenville, Winterville, Farmville, picking up some steady rain, some heavy showers. You kind of see what happens with that. The radar site switches from time to time over that direction. So of course what you see, that yellow there is pulling from the Raleigh radar site, and this is pulling from the Wakefield radar site, which is why that switch happened there when you see that too. So the thing about the radar sites is that they pull from different sites around this area. Wakefield, I believe, and we've got one in South Carolina, and then here in Newport, and then Blacksburg, Virginia. We occasionally will get through radar beams intersecting with ours. But anyway, there's the spotty showers down there, heavy rain down towards portions of the Crystal Coast. If you zoom things out a little more right there, you're seeing that snow again north of Charlotte. Could see a little bit of wintry mix this morning. I highly doubt any major accumulation would come from that. Most of that snow there again is starting to not even reach the ground, but down towards Florida and Georgia there, that has been the sight to see. I've been looking at pictures on social media this morning and follow a lot of weather enthusiasts down there. They have picked up almost 2.5 inches of snow in some of those counties right there. So it's been interesting to see some of the snow down there in Panama City, north of the state line across the Panhandle there, where they picked up close to 1 inch of snow. Just outside of Atlanta, Macon, Montgomery, Alabama also saw some snow this morning. Not measurable snow, but it was a few flakes flying down that direction. So tell you what, about this time a year ago, we were actually getting ready for a snow event for ourselves as well. They were down there doing the same thing too. So most of us, again, seeing a lot of those rain, snow start to dissipate. But for now, temperatures haven't really cooled off much. It's been pretty chilly overall. Most of those 40s have been pretty much there just about for most of the localities. But look at this. This was yesterday's highs. We were near 70 degrees for a lot of people inland spots. Lower 60s in Beaufort and Hatteras and Manio, 54 Roanoke Rapids. That's been a pretty cool spot. Yeah, it was Saturday's highs. Unbelievable. Yes, last weekend we were in the 70s, so it was pretty remarkable to see that too. But anyway, no more 70s, at least for the short term speaking. We don't see anything like that. But though the dry air slowly a lot warmer than it was yesterday right around this time, about 20-25 degrees warmer with that. Now, of course, obviously a lot of you are asking, who's going to see what? When will we see the changeover to happen? Well, right now we're starting to get still mostly rain for most of us here around the east. All that mixture is going to continue to take apart as we go towards later on. This is say post 2-3 o'clock today. And then unfortunately around the coastline, that coastal counties, those, you know, the folks that have messaged me about that regarding the Outer Banks, I'm sorry to tell you, you are not going to see any snow. Maybe some mixing taking place, but nothing to accumulate. I know a few years back, y'all had the winters for the snow, so that's what you're seeing with that. Now we put this in motion here. Again, we're looking at a lot of data this morning, showcasing this rain and that snow transition begins between 2-3 o'clock. Latest runs not showing much of this happening until about 4 now, so it's been pretty off and on over the last couple of hours. A lot of the data has this moving out of here fast as the dry air begins to eat most of the moisture up here. So again, if you do see a quick flurry, a quick burst of some snow real quick there, temperatures cool off, don't be surprised by that. But overall though, for the most part, we're going to stay pretty chilly tonight. Temperatures are going to fall in the 30s and 20s, so we'll have to watch out for a refreeze tonight into tomorrow morning for, of course, Martin Luther King Day itself. A lot of schools are closed, anything, maybe businesses and things may be altering their hours with that as well. Of course, something I want to real quick talk about is the flash freeze. And you're asking yourself, Dustin, what's a flash freeze? Basically meaning that once we get this moisture out of here, temperatures are going to drop so quick. We're going to have a little wind, a little dry air also helping with that too. So we have to watch out for that. Some spots of isolated patches of black ice can't be ruled out tomorrow morning, but though that is not going to be an area-wide issue. It'll be more so isolated than anything. So it's, again, dealing with a flash freeze in the morning. Temperatures at or near freezing. Below that, a lot more 20s on the map for sure. So again, something to keep in mind if you're doing any morning things, doing outdoor festivities, just keep that in mind. Overall, though, most of the precipitation's gone, and we're just cold. A little light wind at times could make it feel a little bit cooler. With that in mind, mid-30s Tuesday morning, dropping to the upper 20s. So yes, another cold start again for Tuesday morning, barely getting out of the freezing by lunchtime. We're going to get to the 40s. We're going to struggle to get there. Again, no precipitation expected. It's just going to get cold over the next couple of days as an area of high pressure from the north is going to give us cold weather and winds picking up too out of the north. So here's what we can expect going forward between now and noon. Obviously, this is mostly rain with this system here. It's a beneficial rain, a good soaking rain, helping us out for that too with the drought. And obviously, we've been dry for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. It has been very sad to see all this dry weather approach. Now the snow though, maybe some of you are saying, oh, up to an inch. Could we see that? It's possible for some elevated spots on the grassy surfaces back towards Raleigh and Durham. They could pick up a little bit of that higher snowfall amount as well. So again, overall though, not much expected with that. Let's bring you back up here. Dominique, you're welcome. Says she's driving from Highway 17 tomorrow from Jacksonville to Wilmington. Yeah, main roads are going to be fine. You may have a good point there, Dominic. Right, most main roads are going to be okay. I know a lot of you were probably going, why are you salting the road so early when it's going to rain? Well, out of abundance of caution, obviously, you know, I don't tell what the Department of Transportation does. Of course, they're just listening to the forecast, like all of you all as well. They have coordinating with other forecasters with that too. So they did salt the roads, an abundance of that. Now the problem that it did, the rain came and washed all that brine away and all that salt solution. So if anything, you came out of it. Of course, I was leaving work Friday afternoon and I got stuck behind 2 different brine trucks and got all that all over my tires. So a lot of you maybe went to the car wash yesterday to get that salt solution off your car. But overall, most main roads will be fine. By the way, let me know if you have any questions and let me know what you're seeing outside. Tracy, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so most of the main roads are going to be fine. Some isolated slick spots possible. You're coming from Jacksonville to to Wilmington. I'll pull up that snow map real quick here, so you kind of can see there. Yeah, they're not. They may see maybe a flurry or something at best. But again, most of Jacksonville should be fine. So some of those secondary roadways, you may be dealing with a little bit of the patchy ice and spots like that. But main roads, again, should be fine. I know I sound like a broken record here, but I'm emphasizing you that we're not going to be seeing a major issue with nothing like we saw last year about this time. If you recall, I'm sure, and I was telling on the newscast this morning, if you got the iPhone, it'll say, oh, this day, on this day, or a year ago on this day, your phones are going to probably pop up, especially on Facebook. Of course, I was out there posting stuff on Facebook, a lot of it regarding the winter weather, playing in the snow I was, and it's going to say about a year ago about this time, we were already cold, we already had the moisture coming our way from the south, that was with that too. So Tracy, I got a question here. Washington, North Carolina. So I'll pull this map up. I'm gonna get to all your say that. Yeah. Good morning, Elaine. Hope you're doing well. Washington showcasing that rain for now. She's saying maybe you could get a quick burst of a flurry, a quick burst of a snow mix as this is wrapping up for the day. But I don't see any major accumulations with this too. Of course, this is our final snowfall. We made this morning. A big props to our chief meteorologist, Zach Holder. He and I have been conversating for the last two days in a row now, and we thank him for helping us out over the weekend, as well as Russell here with you too. So that's where we're seeing that. Betty, snow. Yeah. So rain for now. She's saying in Washington. So yeah, that's what we're seeing with that too. I'm sorry, I'm using my clicker as the thing. Let's get you on to what the rest of the forecast entails. I'm going to get to the 8-day in a second there. Yeah, keep commenting what you're seeing out your window, if you have any questions, I will try my best to answer those as well. So again, the winds will begin to pick up here to try to speed us up a little with the cold weather with that too. So yeah, we were watching for winds coming out of the north, changing flow. I'm sorry, people are commenting here right here. I'm trying to pay attention and try multitasking at the same time. Gene, good morning to you, saying they're seeing rain there in Warsaw. Well, the winds begin to pick up as we go towards tonight and tomorrow morning a little bit. The coastline, though, we'll start to see a little bit windier than the inland locations will be. And then that flow, that northwest flow, kind of in and out the day through Tuesday morning. It's going to be cold out there with those wind chills down in the teens and 20s here for a couple of nights. And then we have a easterly component of the wind with that as well. If you're heading out to the basketball game there at Minji's today, it's going to be wet. It's going to be cold. Have something warm with you there. And here's your wind chills. You saw the 8 o'clock wind chills tomorrow morning. Back in the teens it is. So it's going to be quite cold tomorrow afternoon even. Are going to be seeing some quite breezy conditions as well. Overall, again, best bundle up. So that's something to keep in mind. And also to keep in mind as well as your heating and electric things, because I know right now maybe some of you got your electric bill over the last couple of days. I got mine yesterday. It wasn't as surprisingly as expensive as I thought it would be, though everybody's probably turning on their heat. And you keep flipping back and forth with the heat and the AC, and that kind of just really skyrockets that. So it's always best to kind of leave it on like on an auto, or you can leave it on circulation. Some sensors you can kind of leave it on a circulation auto mode as well. But yes, make sure to stay warm over these next couple of mornings. Protect your pipes because temperatures are going to get cold. Wind chills are going to be even colder. We'll get down to the teens for a couple of nights with that as well. Deborah saying it's raining there in Beulahville. Good to know. You'll probably see a little wintry switch over pretty soon, the next couple of hours. With that as well. DJ, thank you for joining us this morning. You're welcome. So again, just keep that in mind. Protect your pipes, your cars as well, car automotives. Generally, your battery is not starting, or your starter even. The last thing you need to have is a car problem in the morning, especially trying to get to work like so. So just keep that in mind. If you're doing that, make sure to check on your neighbors. Please bring your pets in, and also make sure the kids are bundled up at the bus stop. I know, again, schools are closed tomorrow for the MLK holiday, but still going Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, it is still going to be quite cold out there with those wind chills down in the teens. So there's Monday afternoon, Monday evening, it's going to say 35. It's going to feel more like the 20s and 30s. Here we are at 8 o'clock Tuesday morning. Yeah, wind chills down to the teens. This is just one of those indications that it's going to get quite cold again here over time. So we're going to stay in the 30-degree wind chills there. Even Tuesday night, Wednesday morning is going to be the kind of the cold one with that too, with wind chills also in the 20s and teens again, warming up briefly in the 40s. So we do warm up nicely though in the 40s, but though again, not a lot of warming trend until we get to late week. So here's your 8-day forecast here. Sunshine, yes. If you do have plans to be outside over the next couple of mornings, you want to make sure to bundle up because those overnight lows down to the teens and 20s, yeah, not friendly to anybody who's trying to be outside. But the winds pick up there Tuesday. Frigid start down there as well. We're also watching again for the chance of rain by Thursday. Does not look like a washout at this time. It could bring a few coastal showers mostly, what we saw this morning. Now that'll change. We're going to tell you that this is a fluid forecast, so you need to bear with us for the wintertime slots as well. Sunshine, yes, returns Friday next week. You're like, uh-oh, do I need to cancel plans? Not yet, though it is looking like we're going to get quite active here as we go towards the latter half of this month. We've been telling you that, though, the active jet stream has been quite busy. And like I said, it's producing snow in Florida, Georgia this morning. Definitely some sites that do not see snow as well. I'm going to rewind our forecast here. I'm going to kind of go back so you have to see everything and kind of get you in a dizzy spell. So I'm going to keep talking to you there. Christina, good morning to you as well. But yes, so overall, today is going to be the day to, if you don't have to be outside, if you don't have to go anywhere, it's going to be pretty chilly. Just stay inside. I mean, a lot of people are maybe heading out to church here pretty soon. If you're already at church this morning, of course, you probably ran into a lot of rain out there for a lot of your morning commute into church and maybe trying to get some things done, just out doing your errands. Definitely something, to see the exciting thing as well. Nicole said she feels like a kid who didn't see her school scroll across on the screen. That's the thing about that, Nicole. Nowadays we just, we get on our phone and you get the push alerts from, us. We send you out with that too. Always the running joke, it goes to say, this is any basketball people may get this reference. It's like a draft in the NBA, just kind of watching it scroll at the bottom of the screen there. I was thankful to get to enjoy that briefly, and then, technology came along and took the fun away. Now, you get your alerts regarding school closings and things like that on those social media. They send text messages out, phone calls, they email parents nowadays, stuff like that. So I get where you're coming from. So, but anyway, yes. So that's that. You're welcome, Gene. We hope you've enjoyed these briefly updates. I was thinking to myself this morning, I'm like, how can I format this where I'm not logging on more than I need to? Now I'm going on 20 minutes talking to you guys. It's the fun and the weather. It brings me out too. So again, I love when there's always winter weather coming from southwest central Virginia there. We always got snow every year, every winter. And like Nicole said, you're watching the schools scroll across the bottom of your screen. That was pretty always awesome to see that. But now, again, the technology kind of took that away. I'm going to run this by you real quick here, and I'm going to sign off because I understand you have things you have to get going. I have things I have to accomplish today at some point, and a nap is going to be one of them. Rebecca, there's going to be a lot of snow in Greenville, North Carolina. If you stay with me for a few minutes, I have a snowfall map. I'm going to run through that real quick. So if you can just stay with me for a couple of minutes, I'll run through this real quick, kind of run things by people to see what they're talking about this morning here. Right now, though, first alert weather day. Again, we'll continue all day long. Most of that transition will begin between 1 and 2 o'clock today for most locations. All rain, though, for the coastline. So we're watching for that. So right now, though, the radar is showcasing some heavy downpours way out west there around Raleigh. They're getting some good dose of rain and also a little bit of some wintry weather starting to blend itself in. Counties all across the east, it's just soaking wet. That is a good way to put it. If you woke up this morning and you heard the rain coming down outside, it is always much needed for sure. Amanda, you're welcome. Jacksonville, Maysville, I just showed you all on the map a second ago there, picking up some nice steady showers there. Scotland Neck towards Leggett, outside of Rocky Mount there on I-95, picking up some showers this morning. Outer Banks, same story. Everywhere you go on the map, everywhere you look on the radar, it is just wet all the way around. This is a beneficial rain. It's a good rain moving in our forecast here. Wintry weather down to the south here. I showcased this earlier. It's insane to me that I used to live in Tampa for a little bit of my lifetime, for a little bit of my life. Never saw snow down there, but and I came back to Virginia, and I was so happy to see it being cold again. A couple of inches, and out there, out north of Panama City, about a half an inch to an inch of snow along I-10. Been looking at the snow photos coming in on social media this morning. It's been incredible to see that. So snow, wintry weather. Rebecca, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't lose you. I'm going to get to you. I did just trying to reiterate some stuff here, but to answer your question, if you have to hop off real fast, I'll do that for you. We won't see a lot of snow today. The only thing about that, if we do see a lot of snow, we've got to get those temperatures to drop really, really quick, and they have to overcome the surface temperature as well. While it's warm, we had 67 yesterday, though we're in the 40s right now. If we can get this cold air to catch up here with this as well, we'll get maybe a quick burst of a little bit of some flurries, some elevated surfaces there with that too. So, but other than that, most of the area we'll start to see that transition begin here in the next couple of hours as well. This map is a good indicator of who could see what and when things could start happening right there as well. Well, mostly who could see what, but you see there the wintry mix there, most of the area. That rain starts to fade further to the east. You go to the beach. So once again, so here's your radar right around 2-3 o'clock. Cold temperatures back to the west. As that cold air tries to catch up to it, it's going to start to transition over to a bit of a wintry mix. So we may see a little bit of some flakes moving on as well. Eddie's saying, can we just move on to spring? Yeah, I think a lot of people probably would agree with you on that one. It's been cold. We've had a pretty cold winter so far, and but we got lots to go. By the way, the groundhog will see his day, his shadow, or may not see his shadow here in just a couple of weeks. So we'll see what Mr. Punxsutawney Phil has to say. Anyway, real quick, rain and precipitation is out of here by 10 o'clock tonight. We're cold tomorrow morning there. Precipitation forecast for rain, most likely a half an inch to an inch of rain. If we see snow, a quick coating to a few flakes mixing in. I don't foresee this as a snowman making snow. Yeah, so we are seeing a little bit of that too. And of course the winds also coming into play. It's going to make it feel very cold though. Those wind directions out of the north and northwest. Just see that too. Heading out to Minji's today, like I mentioned that earlier, it's going to be a cold in out the door if you're watching basketball there. Maybe a good day tomorrow. Of course, we've got basketball on NBC tomorrow most of the day. So most of our newscast after 12 o'clock will not air just because we've got basketball airing tomorrow on NBC. So I have a feeling you'll probably see a lot of us over here on Facebook giving you an update on things. Wind chills tomorrow afternoon in the 30s there. Was same story for the overnight hours as well. 10-degree wind chills Tuesday and Wednesday morning. So overall, your forecast for the next 8 days to come, once we get past our little winter weather system today, rain changes over to a little wintry mix. 40s, stay with us for a few days. Sunny skies come about as well as we go towards most of the area. 50s on Wednesday, if we can barely get that after a very, very cold start. More clouds increase for us late day, watching for another system to come out on Thursday. Looks to be all liquid rainfall. And again, kind of like the system today, if this cold air can catch up to the moisture, we'll obviously have to watch that too. I know a lot of your weather apps are regarding winter weather possibly late in the week to come, so we'll see how that plays out. Emerald Isle. Billy, good morning. Good to see you back on here. It's been a minute, I think. Normally I see you or somebody here. I'm always filling in for Jim. So some of these are regular viewers who join Jim and Gigi throughout the morning. And so occasionally I've recognized some of these names at times. But anyway, yeah, like Gene said, everyone be safe today. Emerald Isle, I'm sorry to let you know you're going to probably just see rain all day. I don't see any snowflakes coming your way down that towards Carteret County. Most of us, again, just a cold rain. So overall, if you are seeing wintry weather day, it's not going to last long. Again, most of the main roads will be fine. And of course, some of those secondary roads who do pick up a little bit of that winter precipitation may run into some potential for some refreezing tonight. So that's about it. And then it's sunny and cold for a couple of days after that with that wind moving into place. So on that note, I'm going to bid farewell. If you have any more questions, if you want to say hello real quick, do so. I'll be on for another second or so. Yeah, that's just, wintertime in North Carolina. Those who long-lived residents know, when we've tried to forecast snow here, I've only been here for going on 3 years now, and I kind of got the gist of everything when forecasting snow is so difficult here because we're so far east. and we're sometimes the last to see anything, if not all of it as well. So that's something we're watching out for. But overall, it's fun to forecast the winter weather here in the South. Virginia, you know, I went to college, you know, those who know me, if you go on the website, I went to Radford University there in Southwest Virginia. We got snow every winter. We would pick up maybe a coating of snow, maybe a quick burst of snow, maybe several inches of snow. This is in Southwest Virginia. If you go towards Bristol, Abington, heading towards the border of Tennessee and Virginia, also in Kentucky as well, they get a lot of the mountains kind of suck up the snow, and it's hard for it to get past our way. So it's always a treat to forecast with that. Billy says, rain or shine, Emerald Isle is always fine. I like that. It's a nice little ring there you got going to it. So yeah, other than that, I mean, if it wasn't, you know, cold, it'd probably be a good day to go fish. I'm just saying, I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day, afternoon now, soon to be in a couple hours. Again, there's no 6 p.m. newscast tonight, so you'll catch Russell and Amarachi this evening here, and then tomorrow morning, Jim and Gigi will be with you for What's Brewing, and then after that, we've got again our noon newscast tomorrow due to the NBA on NBC tomorrow. Again, you'll have the morning show, you'll have, you know, the Today Show will come on at noon, and then of course the NBC News Daily will come on at 1, and after 2 o'clock all of our newscasts will be preempted because of basketball. So if you're looking for a newscast tomorrow, you flip on channel 7 trying to figure out where we are. We're not on. We'll most likely will be on Facebook though. Charlie, I think, might be here tomorrow. I'm not sure on that, but we'll have more news updates on our website at WITN.com. Our next newscast after the noon tomorrow, you're going to have to wait until 11 p.m. tomorrow night if you choose to stay up late, but if not, you can always catch us on the go while you're on our phone, anything on our apps. We'll be sure to update the weather. It's going to be cold and sunny tomorrow. And of course, we'll talk about if we get any reports of accumulation snow or any sort of like that, rainfall most likely, we'll be sure to update you that on air as well as on our website at WITN.com. First alert weather day will be allowed to expire. Watch again if we have to issue any more first alert weather days throughout the week due to the wind chills and any more winter precipitation. Again, all your phones are spitting out something on the weather apps. Trust me, I'm well aware. I've looked at that every day. I looked at it this morning. I looked at it last night. I looked at it yesterday morning. I looked at it on Friday. I'm like, yeah, we'll see what happens. So anyway, hope you all have a wonderful and safe day. Thank you all on Facebook. Always enjoy interacting with you all here on social media. Again, Russell and Amarachi will be back with you tonight, and again, Jim and Gigi's back tomorrow morning for Martin Luther King Day. So we'll have all of those events. And by the way, I'll add this real fast, and I'm going to go. You're like, Dustin, hurry up! I'm going. I promise. If you have any MLK events that you know of or around the area, let us know. Maybe message us on this. Leave a comment on this live video, message us, email us. We'll be sure to pass that along to our newsroom tomorrow morning so we can have our reporters out there covering any of those stories you want to pass along because, you know, it's an important day for a lot of reasons. So we want to make sure to cover as many events as we can tomorrow, since most of our newscasts will be preempted due to basketball tomorrow. So we'll be sure to update you on those as well. Now, on that note, I bid you all a farewell. I will see you back in a few days on air or on here regarding whenever that time does come again. Thank you all for joining us. Enjoy your cold, rainy, wintry weather. Let's see where we're going to go to. There's Washington. There's Greenville. Morehead City's back up. We're so happy to have that. All right, we have not seen that in a long time. Our Morehead Sanitary Restaurant camera is back up and running again in Morehead City. So love to see that shot right there as well. Have a great weekend, everybody. Again, Jim and Gigi will catch you tomorrow morning. But until then, I'm Amarachi and Russell will be with you tonight. Take care, folks.